This is the second night at SeaRock Festival in Kotor in Montenegro, and after the very successful last night with Goribor and Salon Orchestra, we are tonight preparing for the show. And with me is Chris Eckman, famous and a great musician from USA, the leader of the Seattle band Walkabouts, but tonight with a band of Frictions from Slovenia, also our neighbor, one of our neighbor countries. So Chris, welcome to Kotor and Montenegro.
Thanks so much.
And how are you? How did you travel, and what are your first impressions?
My first impression is a long way from Slovenia to Kotor.
Yeah, on this heat.
I mean, you think it's sort of next door, but it's really actually a lot further than I thought.
Yeah.
To do it by, I mean, especially in the summer, the roads are slow and the borders are slow and all of this. But no, I mean, gorgeous place. I mean, absolutely. The natural beauty here is lives up to the hype. I've heard good things about it, and it's really beautiful.
I'm so glad about it. I'm interested to start. How much did you play on Balkans, actually? I know some concerts that you play in Belgrade and Zagreb, and I heard about Split last night, but I'm interested what your impressions were in these countries.
I haven't played, you know, I played quite a bit in Croatia with Bambi Molesters over the years.
Yeah.
Because I had a band with them called The Strange, and we did a couple of even tours where I was singing with them even. So,
yeah.
And Walkabouts have played, as you said, Belgrade. Even Frictions we've played in Belgrade and Novi Sad, and you know, so I get around to these parts. Never been in Montenegro. Actually, never been in Montenegro until today. So this is a first all the way around, and I don't know. Audiences are different everywhere. You know, to say like Balkan audiences, I don't know really what that means. I think there's a difference between Split audiences and Zagreb audiences.
Definitely.
You know, it's almost city to city. You know, national, let's say, identities. Sure, there are some. I think, you know, Slovenian audiences have always, to my mind, been quite, a little bit shy, but at the end they're very warm. If you go play in Zagreb, it's not really the case. People are quite into it from the beginning to the end. If they show up at a show, they want to have a good time from the first song. So there are these sort of characteristics from city to city, country to country.
So tonight you're playing here first time with the Frictions, and can you tell me something more about it, about the band Frictions, how you came up with them, just for our audience here to know?
The guitar player Bernard and the bass player Tomi, they played formerly in a band called Hiket Munk from Slovenia, which is quite a big alternative band in Slovenia in the 90s. And I produced one of their records in 2003 or 2004, so I got to know them through that. And when that band fell apart, dissolved, I'd always thought it would be fun to play with them in some way. And you know, for us, we've never really been like super ambitious. We tend to just get together sometimes and play, drink some beer, and see what happens. But even not being very ambitious, we played a lot of places. We've been in Austria, we've been in Italy. We just played in Germany for the first time. As I told you, we played in Belgrade and Novi Sad, so now in Montenegro. So we get around.
So I suppose you have a good time with them.
I mean, for me, that's just really, I don't want to say a fun band, because that might give the idea that it's less of a band than other bands I play with, but in a lot of ways, because they're really good friends of mine, it is fun.
That's
we
great.
We get together, we like just to hang out, and you know, and at the end of the day we play a show.
Yeah.
So that's like, it's really easy and cool.
And what is the main difference between working with Walkabouts and working with the Frictions? Is it music direction, or the way you work, or something else?
I mean, this is, you know, with Frictions, we always, I mean, Walkabouts is a pretty wide open musical palette. We've done a lot of things. We've done hard songs, soft songs, we've done ballads, we have two singers, one female, one male. We've done stuff with string orchestras, we've done stuff with folk instruments. You know, we've really been all over the place. And with the Frictions, really from the beginning, our idea was always one vocal, two guitars, bass and drums. That's it.
More basic rock and roll.
Absolutely, and that's, you know, the Frictions will always be that. That's really the template of what we do, and we don't really have any dreams to make it any different than that. You know, for us, that's really, we're going to just explore that. So actually, it's a big difference in the walkabouts, because the walkabouts don't have this like fixed template of how we work, and the frictions really do. It's like we know who the singer is, we know there's two guys playing guitars, we know who the bass player is, we know that there's going to be some drums, and it's really as simple as that.
Yeah, great. And for the end, what? Okay, we are now at the SeaRock festivals. Do you have certain expectations? Because tonight, I don't know, it's Saturday night. It's warm. It's the summer.
You know, I never play with expectation. I always go into it thinking that we got to do our best, and what happens is what happens. And if people come and enjoy it, that's fantastic. Right. But I don't try to burden the whole thing with like hoping it's going to be this or hoping it's going to be that. I played enough shows now that I know that shows can go a lot of different ways. Sometimes they're really out of your own control. So you just hope for the best, and I have a good feeling about tonight, though.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Enjoy yourself tonight.
Thanks.
Cheers.